So, for this week's assignment, you're going to be listening to a podcast on Duolingo. It's a little long, it's 20 minutes, but I know you can do it. Just find a block of time to sit down and listen to this podcast, and make sure you read along the transcript as well, because it's going to help you a lot in understanding. But the theme, what we're doing, this is our last week for the theme of identity and culture and language and how they're all combined as we learn another language. And so in this particular one, you're going to be hearing from a woman who is French, but her roots are Cameroonian. So she's from Cameroon. As you probably remember when we've learned about this in class, Cameroon is a francophone country in Africa. So she has had the experience of having those particular roots, but having lived in France most of her life. And so she's going to talk a little bit about what that's been like for her and her family. And so I just want you to enjoy that and watch that and try to think about and relate. Has there ever been a time in your life where you feel like perhaps you're caught between two identities? For her, that's what she's going to share with you, that she feels caught a little bit between two different identities and sometimes doesn't feel like she belongs to either one. So think about that this week. Many of you know that my heritage is also Ukrainian. So growing up, I was born in America. I'm fully American and English is my first language, but my grandparents came from Ukraine. And my parents thought it was really important to continue understanding and learning that culture. So they put me in school on the weekends when I was young growing up to learn Ukrainian, and I spoke it with my family, and I still speak Ukrainian today. And so I'm really steeped in that heritage as well. So it's just something I think that helps broaden my perspective in the world. And you all also know that I got a chance to live in France for a year when I was in college. And by doing that, I was also able to really immerse myself in a different culture and really get a perspective on how things are different between here and there, and practices and language and things. And all those pieces help add to your identity. So I hope you enjoy this week's assignment and looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Au revoir, mes amis.